About 40 years ago, Russian scientists ran ordinary water past magnetically charged plates and devised a simple method of separating water into two streams, one alkaline and one acidic, a process called ionization. This early ionization technology has been advanced and improved to the point that now simple tap water can be literally transformed into living, energized water with a wealth of life-changing properties. It's here now and has helped change the lives of millions of people. It's called alkaline ionized water. This amazing water is like no other, containing millions of age-fighting antioxidants in every glass. It superhydrates the body, supplies important calcium and oxygen, and most importantly, helps eliminate harmful toxins. Alkaline ionized water is loaded with negatively charged hydroxyl ions, which act as powerful and pervasive antioxidants in the body, actively seeking out positively charged free radicals that wreak havoc on our cells. Alkaline ionized water is actually restructured during electrolysis, which significantly improves hydration because the water becomes easier for the body to absorb and utilize. Water from tap or bottled sources is normally clustered in groupings containing 11 to 16 water molecules. But alkaline ionized water is reformed during ionization, and the water molecules reduced to only about 5 to 8 molecules per cluster. This allows the water to penetrate the cells easier and can help battle or prevent many of the problems associated with chronic dehydration, such as low energy, digestion disorders, constipation, and obesity. Alkaline ionized water is also oxygen saturated. As water is ionized, the percentage of oxygen to hydrogen increases significantly, giving you a rich source of extra oxygen in a highly absorbable form, which can be almost double the amount of tap or bottled water. Perhaps most importantly, alkaline ionized water can help give your body back its own ability to function at its highest level and maintain a proper pH balance by providing a rich source of alkaline minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium that the body can easily use. The body has to work very hard to maintain its pH level because we are constantly producing acid wastes. Nutrients from our food are delivered to our cells, which they burn with oxygen to provide energy for us to live, leaving byproducts or wastes, which are almost always acidic. Our bloodstream would normally just pick up these wastes and filter them through the liver, kidneys, colon, or skin for elimination. But our high-stress lifestyles, lack of rest, type of foods we eat, toxins or pollutants we're exposed to, and a myriad of other factors impact our body's ability to dispose of acidic wastes quick enough. So the body plays a clever trick, converting acidic wastes to solid wastes, then storing the solid wastes in less critical areas, like arteries, capillary blood vessels, or fat tissues. Some scientists even suspect that it's the accumulation of acidic wastes that triggers aging and disease. Alkaline ionized water is recognized in both Korea and Japan to be of such therapeutic value that it has been used extensively in hospitals and clinics in both countries for more than 20 years to help with diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, psoriasis, arthritis, cancer, and many other debilitating illnesses.
I've been drinking the water for about a year and a half, and back then I was facing back surgery. I have a degenerative disc, and I really was desperate to get some help and not looking forward to surgery. So a friend of mine gave me the water, and within about 3 weeks, the numbness and tingling that was going down my legs disappeared. And what's really cool is that in this last year and a half, I've had no sciatic nerve problem, no back problems whatsoever. I'm playing soccer, golf, swimming, everything that I couldn't do before. This water's given my life back to me.
I had acid reflux, fibromyalgia, I had IBS. I also had, every time my older son would get sick from anything, he would catch a cold, flu, or a virus, I would also catch it too, 7 to 8 times a year because my immune system was down. I had something called Candida, which is systemic yeast, and that would affect me. I would get rapid heartbeat as a result. And I also had bad knees for many years from playing basketball. Didn't want to have the surgery, never had it. So I got on this water 23 months ago due to my buddy Bob. And in 1 week I had more energy. The next few weeks I went through some detox, but I always say I'd rather have it coming out than staying in. And after that, long story short, 23 months later, no more acid reflux, no more fibromyalgia, no more issues with the candida. I actually went to a natural holistic doctor and he said I only had 1% candida after he did a blood test on me. I've only been sick once in the last 23 months, and that was from being around my former girlfriend too much. And I feel absolutely amazing. I don't have any knee problems anymore. I just went dancing at one of our seminars last week, danced the whole night away, and my knees felt amazing. I'm never going to have the surgery from the ACL damage. They feel awesome. I feel awesome. I'm 51 years old. I feel like I'm 25. It's amazing.
And after I drank the water, 3 days, my blood pressure went down 40 points. And then they said it helps with acid reflux. Well, I had an ulcer and I didn't tell anybody. In 5 days, my acid reflux and ulcer went down. And then in about a month, 5 inches off my waist, 4 inches off my hamstrings, 4 inches off my arms. After that, you know, I kept on drinking the water because it was good. And like I said, but I didn't believe it at first, but I believe it now. And then I told them I might get involved with this company because now, after, 2 months, I had 2 cancer operations right here on the side of my neck. Okay, and it was, after a couple of years, it was bleeding again, but I don't want to go back to the doctors because I did the research. You die from the treatment, not from the cancer. So I started drinking the water, and after 2 months, it healed my cancer. So I'm going to keep drinking the water, and you should too.
Started on Kangen water maybe only 2 months and lost about 20 pounds.
My name is Dr. Dave Lessman, and I had a great experience with the water, first finding out about it from Barbara Godelli, who was on previously, and my parents were very ill. My dad had suffered a number of heart attacks, my mother acid reflux, and a number of other problems, arthritis. My dad had gout, overweight, and I really was not looking at this for anything else other than to help my parents. I've taken them to Cedar Sinai and the top hospitals, Hoag Medical Center, Mission Hospital, and there was nothing else they could do. They said he couldn't have any more surgeries because he was getting too weak, and started him on the water. And just after a few weeks, my mother's arthritis and acid reflux diminished and went away, and my father started to improve more and more until they're at the point where they now have their lives back. They're traveling. They weren't able to travel before. They were afraid to go on a cruise. They were afraid to drive because they were worried about if my dad had another heart attack and they're on a ship, what would they do? But this water really gave them their lives back. And since I'm an only child and I've been helping them and taking care of them, it freed myself up to travel the world and spread the word about Kangen water. It's amazing. It works. You know, I've been a doctor now for 20 years, and I've never seen anything else that had an effect like this on people's health. So it's amazing, it's true, and it really does work.
First day of drinking the water, my acid reflux gone within the first 2 weeks. My knee joints got better, and my gout was gone within the first month. Chronic cough is gone, and knee joints got better. Headaches that lasted 3 to 4 days, gone. After 2 months of drinking the water, my hair, which was more white than this, became dark. It darkened up. It was white down to here. So that, and then the bald spot filled in. After the 4th or 5th month, I finally started to lose weight, and I've lost about 30 pounds, and I've been drinking the water now for about 17 months. And just recently, something different been added to my list. My reflexes seem to have gotten quicker. It's something fantastic. Just drink the water, drink Kangen water, and next time we'll see you on the testimony.
Buy the water. I started drinking it on Monday, and I've had incredible results, wonderful results. I have sinus problems. I couldn't smell for years, and all of a sudden, just after a week, I can smell. I can smell clearly.
I tried the water, My blood pressure had been, for the last 30 years, usually 165 to 195 over 90. I tried the water, and in 1 week's time, my blood pressure went from 195 down to 149 over 80. The second week I tried it, went down about 131 over something like about 79. The fourth week, my blood pressure is down 120 over 69. I also suffer from diabetes, and that went away in a period of 2 weeks. Presently, I'm not taking any pills for high blood pressure, none for diabetes. I feel extremely well.
Hi, my name's Jerry Kostica, and they gave me the opportunity to talk a little bit about what's happened with me with this Kangen water. I got to tell you, it's pretty phenomenal. I've lost almost 35 pounds. My blood pressure's gone from stage 2 hypertension to normal, and that's with no dietary changes, with no additional exercise, you know, with pretty much no changes other than the water I was.
But I was in a lot of pain, had no more mobility, rotator cuff. I thought I'd have to have surgery on, but it was the water that changed everything. Pain is gone, my mobility is back.
Been with Kangen right now for the last 5 weeks. I've enjoyed the product so well. The effect that happened to me is like my knees had been all messed up for the last 20 years, and 6 weeks into the water, I can do my squats, I can climb stairs, I can dance like I'm 17 years old. It's really amazing. Vision, I had a vision problem. Like there's like a white film that covers my sight every once in a while, and it's a case of like an allergy that my eye doctor told me. But this is like 9 weeks into the water, and I'm not experiencing that anymore. I don't need to put my eye drops. I'm very excited about this, and so everybody should be with Kangen water. I love you, Kangen water.
I've been on the water for about almost 15 months. I was a diabetic for 6 years. I've been on the water about 5 months when I noticed that my blood sugars were going down. I stopped taking the medication. I had really bad chronic back pains, and those were really severe, where I was taking cortisone shots. And finally drinking this water, it's gone away. And also I had spurs on my shoulder too, and those have gone away.
This Kangen water was introduced to me by my wife, who was suffering some back problems of her own. And what prompted me to try this water was the fact that over the past year or so, I've been having difficulty with my hands stiffening up. It was a form of spasm or carpal tunnel syndrome. With the Kangen water, after 2 weeks drinking this particular water, I started experiencing a tremendous amount of relief in both of my hands with loss of stiffness, especially in the morning. It certainly did help alleviate the discomfort and stiffness that I was experiencing in both of my hands, which I really, really needed in order to do the procedures that I do on a work basis, daily work basis. So the Kangen water has certainly done a remarkable thing as far as I'm concerned, to my own personally, and I'm truly a believer in this water.
I was diagnosed with microcalcifications in my left breast in one of my routine mammogram in 2003, and was told to repeat the mammogram through digital magnification to confirm the diagnosis. And yes, indeed, it was microcalcifications. I have like 2 or 3 on my left breast, and I have to repeat mammogram every 6 months. 2 diagnostic mammogram and 1 routine mammogram. That makes it 3 in a year. And I was introduced in 2006 of November on Kangen water, and January of 2007 I had finally went through with my mammogram, and the result came back normal. So after 3 years of abnormal mammogram with microcalcification on my left breast, it came back normal on January of 2007. That's the changes that I experienced with Kangen, and I think you should try it.